I'm back. I know I said that last one was going to be my last live for 2019, but I didn't know that more people were actually commenting. So first thing I want to do is apologize because I told you these eyes of mine, I can't see that well. So first I want to apologize to my dear friend Amber. She did weigh in on the Thanksgiving question, and I'm going to actually go back in and read her response. And then we also have Veronica. Veronica also responded. So I want to apologize for that. Sometimes, hey Beverly, I see you watching. I'm going to give you the question. This is my second take. I messed up. I totally messed up the first one because I could not see that more people were commenting. And this is a very important part of the article. Okay, so the question is for Thanksgiving. Love you too. For Thanksgiving, the Thanksgiving holiday coming up. If you're host for Thanksgiving. Hi, Amber. I'm sorry. I apologize. I saw it afterwards. So I remember what you said, and I'm going to read it this time. Even with my glasses, I could not see. I couldn't see all of the comments until after everything was over. And I was like, oh my God, where did these come from? So anyway, there was two questions. Actually, there were three questions. The first question is more of geared towards like different ethnicities, what's on their menu, what's on our menus, so the different things that we know we want to eat on Thanksgiving. And what are some things you don't want to eat? Like, to me, I think fried chicken is not supposed to be on the Thanksgiving menu, mainly because that's how it was when I was coming up. We didn't have fried chicken on the menu. So anyway, here's the question, and as many people that can weigh in will be great. On page, I want to say 29 in Infini magazine, there was the Thanksgiving picture, and it had a couple of questions on it. What's on your menu? But the two questions that we want to discuss more and actually have it an article that's going to be submitted on Thanksgiving or around Thanksgiving. And then again, like we said, those are coming. Someone's going to get a prize. Okay, so the first question is, if you are hosting Thanksgiving, meaning that in your home, you're opening your doors, you're preparing the meal, the dessert, everything. You're hosting Thanksgiving dinner, and you invite your guests. Do you expect your guests to bring something, or should they just come and fellowship and just break bread with you together? I don't like to say empty-handed, because coming empty-handed is kind of like negative. It's kind of like negative, or it might have a bad feel to it. So I don't want to say that, even though I see a lot of people that say they came empty-handed, or don't you come empty-handed. If you're hosting Thanksgiving and you're preparing the meals and everything, and you invite guests to come out, or guests just automatically know they come into your house because they know that you're going to be preparing Thanksgiving dinner. Do you expect them to bring something? And if you do expect them to bring something, what are some things that you would expect them to bring, or would like for them to bring? Or would you just prefer for them to bring their presents, bring themselves and their families? That's the first question. The second question is, if you are visiting, if you receive the invite to come over, and sometimes we just go places, we don't really get an official invite, but we know that we are welcome. Do you bring something? Or do you ask if you should bring something? Or do you just show up? Thanksgiving's been around for a very long time. And it just came to me recently. Well, not recent, maybe I would say like the past couple of years, or really since Facebook came about, where, we'll see the different posts about Thanksgiving. And I know a lot of them are going to be coming up soon, or don't post your plate and everything's like that. The rules change so much with everybody. So I have seen people actually say, don't make sure you don't come empty-handed, and different things like that. So I want to get kind of poll social media and find out what do you think. So if I can see now because I have my glasses. I have my glasses and now I know how to maneuver around this thing. Um, Amber had responded the last time, and I totally missed it. But she said that she, as a visitor, she does ask if she should bring something, and even if she's told no, she'll still bring like some champagne or a bottle of wine. I was saying earlier, a lot of times, desserts come with Thanksgiving. So unless someone's hosting says bring some dessert, it could maybe, you bring a store-bought dessert. How would they feel about that? And I did bring something. One year I bought cheesecake. Uh, it was like a fundraiser cheesecake. It was really, really good, and it was huge. And I did bring that on one time. I didn't ask, should I bring anything, but I just bought it because I thought that, everyone would enjoy it. And I kind of had a feeling that if I had thought that cheesecakes would be on the menu, but because that's not really a popular item on the menu for Thanksgiving, I bought it anyway, and everyone enjoyed it. And so that's my question. If you're hosting, do you expect your guests to bring something, or just come as they are? I was saying how my parents, I'm from old school, and my parents, when they did Thanksgiving, we first started off with a family of 8. But we had aunts, uncles, grandparents, cousins, extended family, and I mean, my parents were able to let out the table and expand it and drop like a piece in the middle. I thought that was really cool, and we had the dishes that we ate out of, and everyone, whether they were invited or we didn't know they were coming, sometimes the doorbell ring and it's a lot of people. Only thing we hoped was that everybody showed up at 4 o'clock, because that was the time that we were to eat at 4 o'clock. And so that was our biggest thing, that, whoever's coming, make sure you come at 4. But no one was ever turned away. I don't ever recall anyone coming in with anything, and it was okay. But everyone is different. Everyone is different. So I kind of want to see what others think. When you're hosting, do you expect someone to bring something? When you're visiting, do you ask or bring something? I also had Faye Renee on the last live, and Faye Renee, she said that when she hosts Thanksgiving, she doesn't want anyone to bring anything. She just wants them to come, and she just wants them to come. And then she did, if I'm not mistaken, said that when she's visiting, she brings something on her. She just brings something. Or I think she may have said she asked to bring something. Okay. Let's see. Amber says, and I'm going to put these on. I should be able to read it now. Oh, okay. So Amber, let me expand this now. Amber says, I didn't weigh in on the host part. If I hosted, I invited them, so they should just come. But I know some people are old school like me. If they come and bring something, it's okay. If not, it's still okay because I'm hosting. I agree with you, Amber. I agree with you. And I'm going to add a little joke to it, because when I prepared Thanksgiving dinner, I only did it a couple of times, but for some reason, I probably, if they bring some dessert or side dishes, then I may be like, what are you trying to say? But, and that my thought process is more like, because I was the youngest, so I was always kicked out of the kitchen. And just to be honest, I'm not going to say I can really throw down in the kitchen. I just can't. So, but I did host 2 Thanksgiving. I did prepare 2 Thanksgivings in my entire adulthood, actually my entire life. So, and I was the same way. If you didn't bring, you didn't have to bring anything. If you came by, hey, I'm cooking Thanksgiving. If anyone want to stop by, or anything like that. So that's pretty good. That's pretty cool. Anyone else? And I'm gonna try to scroll up this time because the last time I totally missed it. I totally missed it. Veronica said, bring a dish. And that was the other question that I was thinking. Like, I think, like Amber had mentioned, to bring a wine or some champagne. I think that would be better for me to bring something like that, because when you think about it, the person that's hosting, 9 times out of 10, they have all of the food, they have all of the beverage. I'm not the pops. They have the desserts. So you want to me, I want to think of what are some items that they probably don't have that I can bring. If it's some juices for the kids, maybe some juices, and like she said, Amber said, wine, or bringing some wine or some champagne, something different, something that's really not normally there at the Thanksgiving table is something. So I wonder, maybe we can poll and see what are some items that you can possibly bring when you are visiting. So anyone else? So again, I'm going to go back to the questions. The question is for Thanksgiving. If you are hosting, do you, and you invite guests, or guests just show up. Some people just show up. Do you expect them to bring something? Or is it okay for them to just show up and spend Thanksgiving with you and your family and friends? If you're visiting, if you are visiting for Thanksgiving, do you bring something? Do you ask if you should bring something? Or do you just show up? And back to bringing something, what items would you, if you're hosting, what are some of the things that someone should bring? It could be toothpicks, things that you forget about. What are some of those things? Amber said sparkling champagne, sparkling champagne, because everyone doesn't drink alcohol. And so like a sparkling champagne, or maybe even a flavored water, some case of flavored waters will be good. That's another good one. Flavored waters. Maybe some mints. Some mints will probably be really good too. A bag of mints. Sometimes when we eat, like for those who eat chitlins, which I don't eat chitlins. I don't even know how to say it. I might be saying it wrong. Chitlins. They eat chitlins. They're going to need some mint. So maybe that's another item that someone can bring when they're visiting. Bring some mints or some chewing gum. Can bring some chewing gum. That's another good idea, to bring something. So that's one of the questions that we want to kind of weigh in on. So that was when I said mints, I'm getting a lot of love for that. That means yes, because I know when my mom used to cook those chitlins the night before, she was running us up out of there. Oh my goodness. So if you're eating those things, if you're eating them, mints is a good idea. So if anyone is going visiting, bring some mints, and you're probably going to be the hit, because after eating those chitlins, people gonna want some mints. So that's a good idea. So just different things like that. So it doesn't have to be anything big and major. No one's expecting you to. I don't think anyone is expecting you to bring a turkey, the ham, or like side dishes or anything like that. Just little small items that we can, that can be, everyone's able to use. And a lot of times too, with the smaller children, there are some things that bring some bottled hot sauce or condiments. That could be something, like some condiments or hot sauce, or just trying to think of some different things that you can bring, some Jello or something like that. But Again, I want to thank you all so much for weighing in. This really helped me help with the article. And so, again, we're going to also take some people comments throughout the day, and then we're going to come back to the same post because we want to give away a prize. We want to give away a prize, giving our thanks to you for commenting. Okay? And you guys be blessed. And we'll see you soon. Come back to this post. We're gonna when you see I posted something, then you're going to know what we were giving away, what you won. Okay? Be blessed. Bye.